Welcome to this month's edition of Focus on Health. I'm your host, Dr. Barbara Brookmeyer, and today we'll be learning about the Rethink Your Drink campaign. And our special guest is Dr. Jacqueline Duget, the Deputy Health Officer with the Frederick County Health Department. Jackie, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me today.
So can you tell us, what is the Rethink Your Drink campaign?
Well, the Rethink Your Drink campaign is an educational campaign to increase awareness for Frederick County residents about the importance of making healthier beverage choices. And the reason why we chose to develop this campaign was as a result of the local health improvement plan, which developed priorities and health priorities. And one of the health priorities that were chosen included wellness and prevention. And under wellness and prevention was the effort to address increasing nutrition and physical activity, and making healthier beverage choices was a way to try to educate people about healthy nutrition.
Mm-hmm. So can you talk a little bit more about why that's important in Frederick County?
Well, it's important because recent data show that about 14% of kids in middle and high school students are considered overweight. So it's about 13.9%, so round up to 14%. And about 9% of kids in middle and high school are classified as obese. So, you know, this epidemic of childhood obesity and the fact that we have, so many kids with being overweight or obese, and there's also health consequences associated with being overweight or obese, such as diabetes, type 2 diabetes, specifically hypertension. And so we're trying to, develop efforts that will help address that problem, either prevent the problem of childhood obesity and then those subsequent health problems, or for those individuals who currently have those problems, how can we work to try to lessen the future health consequences.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I can see why it was picked as a issue for health improvement, to the obesity and the wellness and nutrition, because I think the figures that you gave us, it's about 25% of the middle and high school youth are actually can be classified as overweight or obese, so that's a pretty high percent.
Yes.
So you mentioned that it was sort of a team that developed the Rethink Your Drink campaign as one of the components toward healthier outcomes for our children. So who helped to participate in the development of the campaign?
So we have a work group consisting of members of the Frederick Memorial Hospital, a local nonprofit organization called Diversity Leadership Institute, members of the health department, and also a representative from the state health department that worked. And also we had a student intern that helped us develop some of our campaign materials.
Mm-hmm. Could you talk a little bit more about what the campaign is about?
Okay. The campaign is titled Rethink Your Drink, Choice Matters. And we really wanted to emphasize the choice matters part, because what you choose to drink does make a difference because of the potential added calories from the added sugar from those beverages. A 20-ounce soda can have anywhere up to 17 teaspoons of sugar. So, a lot of parents don't want to necessarily just feed their kids, 17 teaspoons of sugar. So there are healthier options that kids can drink, and parents can drink, water, low-fat milk or non-fat milk, limited amounts of 100% fruit juice. So just trying to get that information out so that we can make healthier choices, so we don't take in additional calories that then could end up leading to excess weight that can then lead to obesity.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess you sort of talked about it a little bit, but what can parents do to make a difference?
I think that there's a lot that parents can do. Parents can opt to have, drink water instead of sugar-sweetened beverages. Choose 100% fruit juice, but limit the amount of fruit juice during the day. The recommendations right now are to limit it to about 4 to 6 ounces a day. Also, if you're going to have sugar-sweetened beverages, limit the amounts you're going to have. Maybe make it, if you're going to if you have it 5 days a week, make it down, 2 to just lessen, because then the less you're drinking, the less calories that you're taking in. You can even take a water bottle to work. Pack a water bottle with your kids for lunch, and then just educate them about the healthier choices that they can make and even model for your children.
Mm-hmm. Well, if folks would like to learn more about this or get more resources, where can they go?
There are a couple places I would recommend families to go to. The health department, we have a link on our website, on the health department website, about Rethink Your Drink for the Centers for Disease Control. There's information there. We have a toolkit for individuals who want to learn more about healthy beverage choices. And also, I would recommend the American Academy of Pediatrics has a website called healthychildren.org that also provides additional information for families and parents on how to make healthier, not only beverage choices, but also food choices.
Mm-hmm. Well, so if you had one final take-home message for our viewers today, what would that be?
I would say, choose wisely and choose healthy.
Great. Well, I think that's a great way to end. Thank you very much for providing some good information about why choice matters.
Thank you.
Thank you. And now please stay tuned for this month's Medical Myth.
Join Frederick County Parks and Recreation for some hands-on cooking classes at the Ballinger Creek Community Building in Frederick, Maryland. Some of the classes offered include cooking with your kids in our parent and child programs, have a night with your significant other in our date night classes, learn cuisines from around the world, or learn some basic cooking techniques. For more information, visit us at recreator.com or call 301-600-2936. We'll see you in the kitchen.
The Frederick County Division of Utilities and Solid Waste Management has an important message for the holiday cooking season. Don't ruin your holiday by pouring fats, oils, and grease down your drain and causing a sewer backup. Never pour kitchen grease or oils down the drain because fats, oils, and grease can clog sewer pipes, leading to basement backups and sewer overflows that can damage a home, business, and the environment. The best way to dispose of these items is to pour cooled grease into a can, such as a soup can, and dispose of it into the trash once it has solidified. For further information regarding proper disposal of grease, contact the Department of Regulatory Compliance at 301-600-1825 or visit www.frederickcountymd.gov/grease.
Hi, I'm Corporal Jennifer Bailey, spokesperson for the Frederick County Sheriff's Office. The Sheriff's Office and Frederick County Public Schools have partnered with Xerox in its Cross-Safe program to provide a new layer of safety for students. Under the new program, school buses will be outfitted with cameras that will monitor and record motorists who illegally pass buses while they're stopped. The video will be provided to the Sheriff's Office for verification purposes, and a $125 civil citation will be mailed to the registered owner of any vehicle found in violation. Frederick County is the first in Maryland to install enforcement systems on school buses. The program will allow bus drivers to focus on the safety of students and make bus routes safer overall. Motorists can do their part by being on the lookout for children who may cross the road without looking for traffic. Being prepared to stop and remaining stopped for morning pickups and afternoon drop-offs is always a good defensive driving strategy, and Maryland law requires vehicles to be at least 20 feet away from the front or rear of a stopped school bus. By obeying all traffic laws, motorists will help to ensure the continued safety of Frederick County students.
And now here's this month's Medical Myths. Welcome to this month's Medical Myths. Today we'll be talking about common myths about food safety at home. Every year it is estimated that 1 in 6 Americans get sick from dangerous foodborne bacteria. The first myth is that food poisoning isn't that big of a deal, and people say, I just have to tough it out for a day or two and then it's over. Well, the fact is that many people don't know it, but some foodborne illnesses can actually lead to long-term health conditions, and about 3,000 Americans a year die from foodborne illness. The second myth is that it's okay to thaw meat on the counter. Since it starts out frozen, bacteria isn't really a problem. Well, the fact is that bacteria grow surprisingly rapidly at room temperatures, so the counter is never a place that you should thaw foods. Instead, thaw foods the right way. The next myth is that to get rid of any bacteria on my meat, poultry, or seafood, I just should rinse off the juices with water first. Well, the fact is that rinsing meat, poultry, or seafood with water can increase your chance of food poisoning by splashing juices and any bacteria that the juices may contain onto your sink and counters. The best way to cook meat, poultry, or seafood safely is to make sure you cook it to the right temperature. The next myth is a common one, the belief that leftovers are safe to eat until they smell bad. Well, the fact is that the kinds of bacteria that cause food poisoning do not affect the look, smell, or taste of food. To be safe, consult www.fightback.org's Safe Storage Times chart to make sure you know the right time to throw food out. The next myth is that once food has been cooked, all the bacteria have been killed, so I don't need to worry once it's done. Well, the dangerous fact is that the possibility of bacterial growth actually increases after cooking because the drop in temperature allows bacteria to thrive. This is why keeping cooked food warmed to the right temperature is critical for food safety. Another good intention, but a myth, is that one should let food completely cool before putting it in the fridge. That is a myth because illness-causing bacteria can grow in perishable foods within 2 hours unless you refrigerate them, and on hot summer days when the air temperature is 90 degrees and above, food should be refrigerated within 1 hour. The next myth is that it is okay to eat raw cookie dough or other foods with uncooked eggs. That is a myth because uncooked eggs may contain salmonella or other harmful bacteria. So the 4 key steps to preventing foodborne illness in the home: clean your hands, clean your cooking surfaces and preparation surfaces, separate raw foods and cooked foods, cook everything to the proper temperature, and chill them within the proper time. That's this month's medical myths for a safer holiday season. And now here's Angie Blair with this month's health tip.
Hello, this is Angie Blair, health educator with the Frederick County Health Department. This month's health tip is brought to you by the Stop Smoking for Life program of the Behavioral Health Services Division. On Thursday, November 15th, the American Cancer Society will celebrate the 37th Great American Smokeout. On this day, smokers across the nation are encouraged to make a plan to quit or to quit smoking that day. By doing so, smokers will be taking a very important step toward a healthier lifestyle. Tobacco use, including cigars and smokeless tobacco, remains the single most preventable cause of disease and premature death in the United States, yet more than 45 million Americans continue to use these products. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, cigarette smoking is estimated to cause 443,000 deaths annually, including deaths from secondhand smoke exposure. On average, adult smokers die 14 years earlier than non-smokers. Tobacco use, especially smoking, affects many organs in the body, causes many diseases and cancers, and causes coronary heart disease, the leading cause of death in the United States. Smoking affects the reproductive system and increases the risk for infertility, preterm delivery, stillbirths, low birth weight babies, and sudden infant death syndrome, or SIDS. Quitting tobacco is difficult. Breaking the addiction to tobacco products may require multiple attempts, but many resources exist to help tobacco users break their dependence to nicotine. There are numerous treatment methods to quit tobacco, including cessation classes, one-on-one sessions, and brief interventions with your physician. There are also many nicotine replacement therapies to assist with the quitting process, including nicotine gum, patches, inhalers, and non-nicotine medications. The combination of behavior modification counseling and medication is more effective than counseling or medication alone. When quitting tobacco, users are encouraged to make a quit plan that identifies your reasons for quitting, the benefits of quitting, your smoking triggers and strategies to address your triggers, form a support network to cheer you on through the quitting process, and remember that quitting tobacco is a process, not an event. Celebrate your smoke-free moments and learn from your slips or relapses. Quitting isn't easy, yet people are quitting every day. The Frederick County Health Department's Stop Smoking for Life program offers free classes, medication, and resources. They can be reached at 301-600-1755. Frederick Memorial Hospital's Freedom from Smoking program offers free classes, medication, and resources, and can be reached at 240-566-3300. Finally, The free 1-800-QUIT-NOW helpline offers telephone counseling and medication. For more information on how to quit tobacco, call the health department or visit us online. For more information about the American Cancer Society's Great American Smokeout, visit cancer.org. Thank you for tuning in to this month's Health Tip.
And thank you for joining us for this month's edition of Focus on Health. Please join us next month.